Hello everyone, welcome back to Ask Kpop Entertainment. Through the two videos about Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, they are very interesting and well received. Therefore, now Ask Kpop Entertainment will also introduce to you more about Ghibli's movie with the theme, the movie My Neighbor Totoro. My Neighbor Totoro is one of those rare films that both children and adults find enchanting. The Studio Ghibli production, which was written and directed by legendary director Hayao Miyazaki, debuted in Japan in 1988 under the title Tonari no Totoro before making its way to the United States. My Neighbor Totoro still holds true to the Ghibli film production line, with a gentle rhythm, easy to enter our soul. It can be said that the film is a privilege exclusively for children, because Miyazaki has painted another magical world in which only children's eyes can see. A movie with no villains. There was no fight scene. There was no fight between the two children. There are no scary monsters. There is no darkness before dawn. A world where if you meet a towering creature in a forest, you'll curl up on its belly and take a nap. My Neighbor Totoro has become one of the most beloved home movies without much introduction. The story of the movie is about Kuzukabe's family moving to the countryside to live. The house they were about to move to was rumored to be haunted by the villagers. At the newly moved house, Satsuki and Mei made friends with a kind neighbor named Nani, and a boy Kanta, the same age as Satsuki. During a run into the woods near her home, Mei, Satsuki's sister, came across a giant beast. Mei is not only not afraid of the giant beast's huge body, but also climbs on its huge belly and plays playfully on it. She named this strange animal Totoro. Totoro, though on the outside, has a big appearance, but on the inside, she has an innocent mind like a child. What makes viewers interested in this giant animal is Totoro's cuteness. Totoro was happily excited when she first heard the sound of rain dripping on the tiny umbrella that Satsuki gave her. The details seem small, but have contributed to a closer, more adorable Totoro compared to its appearance. In addition, Totoro's miraculous miracles bring a great power to conquer the heart of any child. In addition to these meaningful and lovely details, there are also the hidden meanings behind the movie My Neighbor Totoro that may give you a new look about children's animation. It may be true, it may be wrong around details in My Neighbor Totoro movie. Are you ready? Let's explore with Ask Kpop Entertainment. The Sayama Incident. The Sayama murder case is the famous tale of a 16-year-old girl snatched, raped and murdered on her way home from school in the Sayama Prefecture region, Japan. The gruesome attack took place on May 1, 1963, and controversy surrounds the suspect that was eventually arrested and charged with 31 years in prison. On May 2, Yoshi's sister brought the ransom to the meeting point, followed by the ambushed police. However, the perpetrator became suspicious while talking to her sister, and quickly escaped. On the morning of May 4th, Yoshi's body was discovered. She was raped and killed. The older sister, because she was so sad and tormented by the death of her sister, committed suicide shortly after. So you might be wondering, how the link Ghibli's most famous cuddle cat to the brutal rape and murder of a schoolgirl. The detail in My Neighbor Totoro, and the coincidence with the Sayama Incident. First, the film is set in the town of Takarazawa. Meanwhile, this town is located next to the town of Sayama, where the crime took place. Why is it called My Neighbor Totoro when referring to the movie's name? Many people explain that the neighbor word means Takarazawa town's neighbor, which is Sayama town. Names of two sisters. In the movie, her sister's name is Satsuki, which in Japanese refers to Mei. While little girl Mei's name is pronounced the same as May, which also means May in English. This coincided with the day the incident also happened in May. The name of the tea box. In one scene of the movie, one can see the tea barrel behind Nani with the words, Sayama Tea, printed on it. The word Sayama is the name of the town where the crime happened, and the murdered Yoshi was on a tea field. Death premonition from Susawatari, Mikuro Kurosuke. At first glance, some people will think the Susuwatari are pretty cute. The animated black balls were scattered in the shadows in the movie, and have now been turned into kawaii toys in Japan. Many people believe that the Susuwatari is the premonition, when only Satsuki and Mei find it. This becomes true when not a single adult, such as the father and the neighbor, not even the boy Kanta, can see. The Jizo statues, Ojizusama. When Totoro and Satsuki found Mei, the girl was sitting holding a cornflower next to the Jizo statues. In Japan, Jizo statues are considered the protectors of dead children. In some forums, a picture of one of these Jizo statues has been engraved with the word Mei on her feet, and the image of Mei crying under these statues is actually just her soul. The cat bus actually leads to the grave. Near the end of the movie, Satsuki reaches for Totoro for help. At first, Satsuki didn't see Totoro, but then saw and talked with Totoro. Totoro then took Satsuki onto a cat bus ride. Before setting off to somewhere, the sign above the bus will jump to that landmark. When Satsuki got into the car and took the cat bus to Mei, the words meaning Gnosticism, implying this was a trip to the cemetery. And here the two sisters found each other, and hugged each other very happily. Understandably, when Satsuki came to ask Totoro to help me find her sister, in fact asked to go to heaven with her, many people think it is similar to the fact that Yoshi's older sister committed suicide to die after her sister in Sayama Incident. Seeing this cat reminds us of the Cheshire Cat in the movie/story, Alice in Wonderland, especially these cats often grinning. Do you guys realize that like us?
Myself?
The scene where two sisters are taken by Totoro to visit their mother at the hospital. The two girls went to the hospital to see their mother's illness, but did not enter the room, but sat on a tree branch. At this time the mother in the movie said a sentence. Then their father looked out the window, but could not see her two children sitting on a tree branch. This means that the mother may also be dying, so she saw to the daughters, because the mother is seriously ill in the movie. Totoro, cuddly cat, or death god? Totoro may be Ghibli's most lovable yet enigmatic mascot, but it doesn't appear for just anyone. It seems throughout the film that the two girls are the only characters that can actually see Totoro. Why? The song verse states he's only visible to children, but Kantu, another kid, cannot see the vision, rejected this theory. Instead, the cat is apparently a death god only visible to the deceased. Of course, there's deeper meaning behind the accusation. This theory insinuates that Mei actually drowns in the river, and Satsuki herself dies on the way looking for her missing sister. There's a parallel between this and the Sayama incident, namely that the 16-year-old victim had an older sister who responded to a ransom note by showing up at the desired location with a stash of fake banknotes. After she learned that her efforts had been in vain, she committed suicide herself. No one can prove that the conspiracy theory mentioned above is the true dark story intentionally inserted in My Neighbor Totoro. But if all of these things are coincidence, aren't those coincidences just too much? However, those are only speculative and somewhat heavy theories for audiences who are simply fans of director Hayao Miyazaki's innocent films. Besides that, we also see the greatest meaning of My Neighbor Totoro. That is simple praise for human love, the scene where the father and son of Kyusuke ride a bicycle to the hospital to visit their mother, the innocent laugh of the Satsuki sisters, Mei under the full moonlight as they played with Totoro, the joy of Nanny, and the boy Kanta when Satsuki found Mei safe. The miracle in the movie is not too far-fetched and showy as other cartoons. All details are gentle, simple but profound as the discreet, ups and downs style of the East in general, and the Japanese nation in particular. Lastly, for those of you who haven't seen this movie, I encourage you to give it a try. That is all of our thoughts about the movie My Neighbor Totoro. Today is January 5th. Ask Kpop Entertainment sends all best wishes for director Hayao Miyazaki's 80th birthday. Got a father of a lot beautiful stories for children all over the world. Watching Hayao Miyazaki's movies, we not only see the beauty of the content, but also the connotations, deep life messages conveyed through each movie. Your movie is like a high-speed train that takes us back to our childhood. Thank you. Thank you for watching all of the videos. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and comment on your channel. See you in the next videos. Bye bye.